Hey, fragrance lovers and enthusiasts, welcome back. It's Benjamin here at the Scentaur Fragrance Channel, bringing you another video today. But today it's a little bit different. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite February fragrances and favorite fragrances of March. I love these monthly videos, just showcasing some of the things I've been wearing. I don't do my scent of the week videos. I don't really do those kinds of things. I thought of this idea just on my own, and I'm the originator. I'm the one that started it. Some other people have started to jump on the bandwagon, but I started it. Anyways, let's talk about my favorite monthly fragrances. These beautiful, beautiful fragrances. I still got spring on the mind. These fragrances would be beautiful for the summer as well. And I hope that you find a fragrance that you love. So let's talk about Rivolare from Fragranza. If you haven't seen this one on my channel yet, it's a beautiful minty pear sorbet and tea fragrance. It's gorgeous, it's bright, it's a little bit green, it does have sweetness to it from the pear and that sorbet quality, and it does have almost a creaminess to it. If you love mint, you absolutely have to try this one. And if you like tea, I think that this one is definitely worth a try as well. One of my favorite spring fragrances. It always puts a smile on my face. I'm a big fan of mint. Rivolare from Fragranza, I think it's a big winner. It could last a little bit longer, but hey, for 5-6 hours or so, this is a really good juice. And the price is not bad from Fragranza. So awesome house. Often they're known for being a clone house, but this is one of their original creations. And boy, did they do a good job on this one. So that's Rivolare from Fragranza. I wanted to pull out another fragrance that doesn't get a lot of talk and doesn't get a lot of love. You might not have heard of this one from on my channel also, but I think it needs a lot of attention. This is La Liva from the house of Marametta. This is a brand new guy. He's an independent fragrance reviewer. He did send this one my way. But I gave this one a lot of positive talk for a good reason. This is a lemon leathered vanilla fragrance, a lot of lemon and a lot of vanilla. But the lemon here is very long lasting. If you've always wanted a lemon scent and where the lemon actually lasted on your skin more than a couple minutes, this one is very, very nice. It's still not the longest lasting fragrance in the world, but you'll get 6 hours out of it. You might even get longer. This fragrance is beautiful. It smells really nice, and for the price, for 50 mils, for 40, 50 odd dollars, this is not a bad price at all. This is really good juice. I hope that a lot of people jump on the bandwagon for this one during the summer, because if you can never find a fragrance that you like that stands up with lemon, that stands up, just lasts long, this one's gonna do it for you. I do have to say this one could become too sweet in the high heat though. Really good for summer nights though. Very fresh, very clean, and very sweet. And the leather's not really, I don't think the leather's a big player here. It's kind of like a white suede playing in the background. Really nice juice. Really impressed by that one. And I didn't have big hopes for it. Another great fragrance I just have to pull out that I've been loving is Timbuk2. If you haven't heard about this fragrance, I've ranted and raved about it. I almost hyped it for a good reason. This is a beautiful incense and vetiver fragrance. It's very well done. It has some spicy, soft spiciness to it. It captures the feel of Africa in a really beautiful way. This is inspired by incense and the traditions of, incensing the clothes with burning frankincense and myrrh and other beautiful woods and resins, and perfuming the clothes just like they did in ancient times. That's what the perfumer is trying to recreate here after he visited Africa. So it's a beautiful smell. If you like vetiver, I think you just gotta try it. If you love incense, I think you gotta try it. And if you're a fan of soft, spicy fragrances, I think you absolutely have to try this fragrance. Definitely more on the niche side of things. It's not mass appealing. Grapefruit, bergamot, aquatic fragrance. This one does have some character, but I still feel like as far as a fragrance with character, it's still fairly easy to wear. But of course, with anything, if it has more character, it's going to appeal to less people. It's going to appeal to certain people. And if you love vetiver, if you're a guy like me and you want something like this, beautiful fragrance, amazing quality, and I think it's a very good price for what you can find these at. You can sometimes find these at a steal for like 50 bucks. So Timbuk2 by Les Artisans, wonderful fragrance, worth every single penny. Another fragrance I got here is IDEO Prison Blues. I first heard about this from Smelling Good Fragrance Reviews. Did a wonderful job, I think, introducing this one. And this is my most versatile patchouli fragrance. This has a lot more going on. There's leather. There's a little bit of a hint of almost like a leathery oud in the background. It's just a wonderful fragrance. It's one of my favorites. that I've just come across. There's a musk kind of quality about this one, and y'all know how much I love a fragrance that has a well-rounded, airy musk that makes it so versatile and easy to wear. My 24/7 go-to all year round, all year long, patchouli fragrance, and this one's got a lot of character to it, and it's just so likable. If you've never found a patchouli that you've liked before, if you've ever always wanted to like a patchouli, and maybe you like the story, go to the website, look up the story of Prison Blues, and the guy done broke out of jail. So I like the little story behind it. It's charming. So IDEO, another niche brand that very few reviewers talk about. They don't send out fragrances for free, I guess. Maybe that's why people don't talk about them as much. But IDEO is a wonderful brand. Space Rhapsody, if you like powdery fragrances, is nice. They got a lot of really nice stuff. Another fragrance I had to pull out that I've just been loving wearing. I've been trying to get as much wear of this as I can before it gets too hot. This is my Pure Tonka from Mugler. Y'all know how much I love this fragrance. This is a beautiful Tonka, kind of more of a coffee fragrance with a lot of Tonka sweetness in the dry down. It has a little bit of that patchouli caramel, Mugler DNA, but not very much of it here. This is its own little creature. Lavender really sticks out in a big way, making this fragrance really intoxicating, and I think very good for dates as well. A little goes a long way. You don't need to spray a lot of this, but La Nuit de l'Homme is a cardamom lavender fragrance, and people underestimate how good lavender is, how charming it is, how good it is for dates. Wonderful fragrance, one of my best date fragrances, a knockout, and always does right by me in my world. So that's Pure Tonka by Mugler. Another fragrance that I've been absolutely loving. Yeah, this is beautiful stuff. If you haven't heard about this one yet, this is Oud from Les Elixirs. This is probably one of the best soft, spicy, almost ambery ouds on the market. It's gorgeous, guys. If you like ouds, if you like more of that modern, maybe synthetic type of ouds, plantation ouds, and you like those soft, spicy vibes to a fragrance, you got to check this one out. If you like Oud Wood by Tom Ford and you want something easier to wear, something 24/7, something highly versatile that maybe you could get away in some of the summer months, definitely all year longer. It just lasts, and it smells awesome. This stuff has great performance. Oud by Les Elixirs, a great brand. They're also coming out. I like to find these new brands. I love to try them and share them with you. And sometimes they do a wonderful job. And Oud by Les Elixirs, they have done a remarkable job on this fragrance. Check them out. I certainly think they're worth your time. At least that one is. Beautiful fragrance. Another beautiful fragrance is from another interesting brand. Y'all know I love my modern fragrances. I sometimes dive into the classics, but y'all know I do tend to like some of the more modern fragrances, and this is a perfect example of that. 10 a.m. Flirt by Kirin NYC, a newer house, brand new, almost like a brand new brand, came out about a year and a half or so ago out of New York City, and they got 4 fragrances, and this is my favorite out of the bunch. A beautiful fig, a beautiful grassy quality, probably the best grassy fragrance I've ever smelled, and a big punch of gardenia. And trust me, I'm a masculine guy, but I can wear this one. It does smell kind of pretty, but I don't mind smelling pretty when I smell like beautiful fresh cut grass, a beautiful like fresh fig juice, and a beautiful gardenia. Remarkable fragrance, very well done, strong performance. Kirin NYC, 10 a.m. Flirt, knocked it out of the park. Wonderful fragrance. You did a wonderful job. This is a banger of a fragrance. Kirin NYC's 10 a.m. Flirt. Funny name, but trust me, it's a good fragrance. The next one is another fragrance from Les Artisans. I think Les Artisans is an underappreciated house. They're kind of one of those houses that are kind of indie niche. They kind of do their own thing, and they're kind of also not overtly expensive, so maybe they just don't get enough attention. Like Serge Lutens or Carnar Barcelona, they're kind of underappreciated for houses as far as niche goes. But this is Caligna. This is your beautiful tropical, Frangipani fragrance. If you've never tried Frangipani, it's a beautiful tropical, almost suntan lotion, kind of floral. But this fragrance is smooth. It has that musky nature. It's highly versatile, 24/7, easy to wear all year long. And this stuff smells pretty, but I don't mind wearing this fragrance. It's completely unisex. If you're uberly masculine, if you like your dark green oak moss fragrances, if you like your Dior Fahrenheit, this stuff might be too I wouldn't say it's feminine, but you might say it smells too metro. It smells too pretty for you. It's very clean. It's very refined. I like this fragrance. I like some. I don't. I usually do like more darker, more complex fragrances. But when I want to smell classy, when I want to smell presentable, and also maybe a little bit pretty, I dapper up and I get in my, my suit. I, this is one of the fragrances I like to wear, and trust me, it gets me amazing positivity and amazing attention. It's a feel-good fragrance, and it's a happy fragrance as well. There's also a beautiful white oak that comes through in the dry down as well, and I like oak as a smell as well. There's not a lot of fragrances that have the note of oak, so beautiful fragrance, amazing creation from Les Artisans, and just look at the presentation. I think y'all are sleeping on Les Artisans fragrances. Heavy cap, fits into place, beautiful presentation. Anyways, Caligna by Les Artisans. The next one is Hugo Boss Intense Parfum. This fragrance often, by some reviewers and maybe some people in the community, they feel that Hugo Boss is played out. They feel like Hugo Boss is not the most interesting fragrance in the world, and it's true that this is not an overtly complex fragrance. Mostly you're just getting apples and cinnamon. But there is a distinct, especially out of the Intense Parfum version, there's almost this ambery, slightly leathery nuance playing in the background. There's a little bit more depth to this fragrance, but it's still, even though it's not the most complex fragrance, it gets compliments, it gets positive attention, and I think it smells great. It's one of my effortless, classy fragrances, and again, it has this well-rounded, almost musk, almost molecule-like nature that I really like pulling out for spring and summer months. These are some of my favorite spring-summer fragrances, and Hugo Boss Intense Parfum will not let you down. Probably a little bit better for the summer nights, but in the spring days, you can easily get away with this one. Has a little bit of sweetness, and trust me, if you're not in a big city, if you're outside of the big cities where people wear fragrances, people around here have never seen this fragrance. This fragrance is not available at your local mall. This fragrance is not available just about anywhere. I've never seen anybody wear it. I've never seen anybody talk about it. You can stand out with a fragrance like this depending on where you live. So definitely take that into account. Hugo Boss Intense Parfum does a wonderful job in my world. Does a really, really nice job. The next fragrance is Kalahari by Naomi. A beautiful presentation. This one was sent to me a while ago, and I think that they've done a wonderful job with this fragrance as well. It's a heavy cap, or fairly heavy, a beautiful glass, and this one captures ambrette in a beautiful way. This might be my favorite ambrette fragrance I've ever smelled, and it also has this beautiful and quite remarkable, almost like soft, spicy, suede-like leather kind of quality about it. Again, well-rounded, kind of modern, almost futuristic, a well-rounded, almost musky type of fragrance as well. So if you've never tried ambrette and you like musky fragrances, you've got to get your nose on an ambrette fragrance, and this one does it just so well. So Kalahari from Naomi Paris, a knockout of a fragrance for being highly versatile. If you like your desert fragrances, your soft, spicy, almost those dry desert fragrances, this one is just so easy to wear in all seasons, even when it gets a little bit hotter out. So definitely check this one out if you like your spicy fragrances and you want something you can get away with in the summer months. So hopefully you found a fragrance that you loved in my list today. I tried to highlight some of the best fragrances and fragrances, honestly, that have really nice performance overall. The Rivolare might struggle a little bit from Fragranza, but the rest of them overall have pretty darn good performance and also smell amazing to me in my world. If you want something highly versatile for the summer and even for the spring, I hope that you found one today. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions down below, let me know what are some of your favorite fragrances for the spring and some of your favorite fragrances you're looking forward to wearing in the summer. I would love to know. And I hope that you liked my list today, some of my favorite fragrances, of course, for the, March, February, and even going into April. Let me know, what were some of your favorite fragrances that you wore this month? Let me know in the comment sections below, and while you're at it, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the video, and tell a friend. So I'll see you, everybody. Have a good one. I wish you the very best. Stay safe out there. Be smelling great. Be having fun. And I'll see you next time, everybody. Wear what you love and rock what you got. And I'll see you next time. And bye.